Hi, I'm Whalen, and today I'm going to teach you how to do rail flips. Rail flip, you probably know it as a primo flip, but it's the same thing. Actually, a primo technically is only when you're sliding, and a rail is when you're stationary. And the rails are the sides of the board. So instead of standing on the board like this, like you would normally do, you're standing with the board on the rail with your feet on top of the wheels. Before you learn how to flip out a rail, you gotta learn to get into rail. So there are two ways to get into rail. There's heel side, which is when your wheels are in front of you and the rail is under your heels. And then there's toe side rail, when the wheels are behind you and the rail of the board is under your toes. Another thing about standing and balancing in rail, you're gonna want the sizes of your trucks and your wheels a little bit less than flush with your rails. If your trucks are too big and your wheels are hanging over the rail, it's gonna make your rail really unstable and really difficult for you to balance there. To start to flip the board, you're gonna wanna build up pressure with your back foot on the kicktail. So build up pressure and then jump and release that pressure and kick down, just like you would with an ollie. Pretend that the tail of your board is the tail with four wheels down and just press down and jump, just like you would with an ollie. At this point, it's gonna be like any other flip trick you've ever learned. You're gonna wanna hang in the air, wait for the board to complete its flip, and land with the wheels down on the grip tape as solidly as you can. So just like with flip tricks where foot positioning and pressure and flick are gonna change the type of flips your board does, it's the same thing with rail flips. Depending on where you put your feet, how hard you press down, and the type of scoop your foot does, it's gonna change the way the rail flip works. One of the most difficult parts of learning this trick is getting the timing right. When you start trying to do it, you're gonna find that you're under flipping it, over flipping it, and it has a lot to do with the amount of pressure you apply to the tail when you actually execute the flip, but it also has a lot to do with your timing. You're gonna wanna try to get the same flip every time and figure out exactly how long you need to be in the air to land on the grip tape. So there are plenty of different rail flip variations you can learn. There are single flips, varial flips, 360 flips, sex changes, body varials, triple flips, quadruple flips, doubles back to rail, and you can do any of these from either heel side or toe side rail. Do what you want, it's freestyle.